Arithmetic.
An arithmetic series or sequence is one where whatever you start with, the next number is obtained by adding the same amount. So in this case, the amount is 4. It's not always 4. It could be 1/2. It could be 32. It could be anything. But to get the next number, you can just add 4. So those are the first 5 terms. If I wanted you to find the 6th term, it's 23, like you just said, because you add 4 to 19. But what if I wanted you to find the 368th term? That's going to take you a while if you do it manually. But there's some formulas that we can use to find that, okay? So the formula we're dealing with today is AN equals A1 plus D to the n times n minus 1, just like that. You will see it in books with the D on the other side of the n minus 1. It's the same thing. It just doesn't look like anything you've ever seen before, so I changed it to this. Okay? So when we're doing this, the AN means the nth term. So if you're looking for the 20th term, n is 20. If you're looking for the 30th term, n is 30. It's the nth term, okay? A1, what do you think A1 is? First term. What do you think D is? Yeah, what'd you say?
Distance?
Yes, the distance between terms, or what we're adding each time to get the next term. So in this case, D would be 4, because we're adding 4 each time. So it's the distance between terms. And then N is the N used in AN. Those are the 2 places you're going to put N. So let's say I want to find the 30th term. So find the 30th term. Got it? Well, AN is going to be A30, because that's what I'm finding is the 30th term, equals, what is the first term of the series?
Equals 3.
3 plus, what's the distance between terms?
27.
No, what's the distance between terms?
4.
4. And what is n in this case? Use the same n as you did in the beginning.
30.
30 minus 1. And you put all of that in your calculator. So the 30th term of that sequence that we just described is 119, because you just plug in the numbers. Everybody get that?
Mm-hmm.
When they're asking this question, 97 is the blank term of -3159 ... What are they asking us to find? What letter in that formula? They're asking us to find n. So you have AN equals A1 plus D times n minus 1. Well, I know AN because they're telling me that 97 is the nth term. So we're going to make 97 here. A1 we know is -3. What is the distance between -3 and plus 4 times n minus 1? We don't know n. So here we have to do a little bit more math, but it's not any math you haven't seen. If I add 3 to both sides, I get 100 equals 4 times n minus 1. And if I divide by 4, you can multiply that 4 in and do it the long way, but you can divide by 4.
Long way.
And you get 25 equals n minus 1, then add 1. 26 is n. So 97 is the 26th term of that series or sequence. When we're doing this kind of problem, we already know what kind of series or sequence it is, what kind of sequence it is. And this is an arithmetic sequence, which means we're adding the same amount each time. I don't know what we're adding. Do you know what we're adding? No, but I'm going to do a scoop, and I'm going to show you why this really helps me. To get from 4 to this number, I need to add D, right? To get from the second number to the third number, I need to add D. To get from the third number to the fourth number, I need to add D. And to get to that to 29, I need to add D. How many D's did I add? How many
4.
D's? So 4 plus 4D equals 29. 4D equals 25, right?
Yeah, mine's 4.
And then divide by 4, and that's 6.25, isn't it? Let's add 6.25 each time. It's 4 plus 6.25, 10.25, right? That plus 6.25 is 16.5. That plus 6.25,
22.75.
22.75. And what's that plus 6.25? 29, right? So it worked. Now, how do I find this one here? If I'm adding to go in this direction, what do I do to go in this direction? Subtract. So it would be 4 minus 6.25, which would be negative 2.25, I believe.